There comes a time in every actor's life where they have to truly challenge themselves for a role. Really dig down deep inside the psyche of a character and, in essence, become that person. When I first read my lines for the character of Stoogey in the August Club, I thought, well, here it is, Jack. The big one.
Jack Johnston actually initially auditioned for the role of Jack. At the time, the character wasn't called Jack, but we named him Jack in Jack's honour. The reason he wasn't cast in that role, although he could have been, he really could have been. But I thought, you know what? If we give him the leading man, how is anybody else supposed to shine? Because some stars shine so brightly they could block out the sun. Jack's that star.
Was it difficult to become Stoogey? Let me answer your question with another question. Is life hard? Can you comprehend even living to? See the world through the eyes of another, while also living your own life as Jack Johnston, professional actor? Of course Stoogey was a challenge. I mean, it's not often you come across as complex a character as this. I found myself reading the lines all the time, completely obsessed with him.
I remember seeing him utter that now iconic line as he portrayed Stoogey for the first time during our initial table read, and wow, man, you know, that was special. That was I get goosebumps just thinking about it. I mean, that's something.
I recorded the eye. I actually listen to it every day. It's kind of mantra just to get us going for the day. The timbre of Jack Johnston's voice, it's equivalent to what I would imagine angels sound like.
Well, I was brought on for Scotland, so I almost missed seeing Jack, and sorry, I just thinking about how my life would be right now if I'd never met him. It's just hard to put into words, you know. It's just so emotional that sometimes a moment or a line, or sometimes just a syllable, can affect you so deeply. It changes your life. You know, I got the confidence to propose to my fiance because of Jack. Thankfully, she had never met Jack. Otherwise, I wouldn't be married now.
I'll be honest, there was a feeling at one point during the middle of production that maybe we recast everybody so that every role was played by Jack Johnston. Maybe we even, you know, we did think about the Stoogey Club at one point. You know, maybe we don't have the August Club. Maybe we have it be the Stoogey Club, and Stoogey's the leader, and his sidekick Stoogey helps him out on his adventures where he has to fight the evil Crimson Stoogey. And ultimately, the only reason that was written off, because it was definitely the idea that I wanted to pursue and just have Jack Johnston play everybody. But being the charitable saint that he was, Jack wanted other people to be involved, which, you know, credit to him, but let's face it, everybody's dog shit compared to Jack.
In my opinion, the best star of the show has to be Jack. It just can't be anybody else, can it? He just perfected all of his lines. It was so moving.
Thing is, it was quite easy for us to know our lines. For him, it must have took him so long to memorise those lines. He is that good, he was actually able to pull it off.
So something that was really, really hard for me was the confrontation scene with Kyle, like never doing film or anything before. I found it really hard. So like Jack being the amazing actor that he is, I went to him for some like advice to see if he could maybe get us a bit better, but he just said, step aside. So what you actually see in the final cut is Jack in prosthetics and a really good wig.
screw Jack and Noah, screw Kyle, screw Sarah. Stoogey should be the only one in the entire movie.
You see, the man is such a perfectionist that he'd be rehearsing his lines just every night, every single day. There was times when he would just sit in my home, and for hours on ends we'd just go over and over and over them until he'd really, until Jack was invisible, until there was no Jack, there was only Stoogey. I'll be Kyle. One more try. What do you think, Stooge?
Certainly.
It's I. It's always been I. Okay, one more time. Okay. What do you think, Stooge?
Definitely.
It's still I.
Yeah,
it's definitely I. Look, Jack, calm down.
It's Stoogey. Come on, get this into your head. It is Stoogey. Come on, we go again.
What do you think, Stooge?
No.
It's I.
Oh,
still.
You it was I. I've told you that time and time again. God's sake.
There was certainly times where it was challenging to work with Jack.
Right, I want you to look at me and we're gonna do this properly, okay? What is your name? Stoogey. I. Stoogey. It's Stoogey. No. Here we go. No, I. God damn it, I. People often ask me, didn't you dedicate too much to this role? I mean, sure, I lost my wife. Sure, I don't see my kids anymore. But was the final result worth it? Absolutely. I mean, I'm 35. But did you ever, for 1 second, doubt that I wasn't a 15-year-old boy? That is the magic of Jack Johnston. That is the magic of Stoogey. Long after I'm gone, and my ashes have been scattered to the wind, people will say, do you remember Jack Johnston as Stoogey in the August Club? And others will reply, aye.